okayfm 101.7.
Ewo Aban Aban mismanaged for election purposes.
Where the minim se obechire mu kakra because ye nya document bia e chese aban ekofa sika de koye election hu bibia na sika no aye bibisa yo bibisa
You Kwame, what we say election spending is different. Into over 2020 deficit now. It shows that the budget deficit after the 2020 election, that's the year ending December 2020, is 16.1%. Do you know what it means? What it means that a buying are spending outside the budget by 15.7%. Where were those expenses into? Election related. Completely election related. If you compare the budget deficit 2017, 2018, 2019, now we share the exponential jump in the year 2020 now. It tells you that it was simply because that year happened to be an election year. And Aban Abes was desperate in order to win a second term. And so, and no matter Oman budgeted for, they were just spending taxpayers' money on it. And the evidence is the budget deficit of 15.7%. It is documented. And in fact, OSHA, in the whole of West African sub-region, Ghana recorded almost the highest budget deficit for the year 2020.
osasa de we de ya na obi odi aban bia no minka MPP minka NDC obi odi aban Ghana ha bia no election year ya na
No, the year 2016 was an election year. The budget deficit was not up to 7%. Was not up to 7%. MPP before they can challenge me to the figures. What was the budget deficit after 2016 elections? They can tell us. This time, they did 15. In fact, over 15%. And you know, the ripple effect, you know, in the EU is a CR. And I say, Kwame, who was Sika? Said you walk on Bobosia in wedding in there. Said now, bet you have Bosianaka. Who bet you have principal. It is a can be Albania in future, piano. Who they settle the debt? Who they settle Kano? Who they settle Kano? Who they settle Kano? And not let the problem now. Because 2022 year, Rakwame, look at the 2022 budget now. Interest payment, any different amortization. What do you mean, Boma? You have 45 billion Ghana cedis.
but I know the amababa abonte be ba man yese sa yes service and debt and interest payment in the ekeka ho no enye wo mo aban ye mo so dadaada eye bia muso jeto ho e bia kofo pen so ni nyina na wa mugusu tuatua no ne bepem ne
Brakwame, you see, ye nuanom MPP for omo ye de efe no go post safety. Sabe uni obi kobobo. There is a standard place where the goal post is anana. So that player needs me target goals na yesa.
Aye.
The Kobasa or strikers a ball na ko goal na the other opponent a shift goal post no they are called to baby. Obey there as a goal. Look, and now Dr. Bawumia no ye running mate and no more opposition. Or your lecture be was central university. can the city, can the anchor hold? I don't know if you've forgotten that lecture.
Bekai.
Oh yeah, you know. Or can be very profound. Or say, now, John Mahama reckless. These were the words I will use you. John Mahama reckless borrowing in the economy na basic baby as now. It did not make economic sense. Say, a man Mahama ye man you know. Now your interest payments are 10 billion Ghana cedis. Now listen.
okayfm
Mahama Bresto, not debt, not no hono. Seneca, $750 million Euro bond at President Akufo Addo,
Mhm.
Neka Bosia, Oman Penny Akufo Addo, and we have to see. But me I say, it did not make economic sense there at that time. No, need you have 10 billion for interest payments and amortization. Bankwame, and you 10 billion. You 45 billion for 2022. And it is projected that by 2024 we'll be doing 50 billion just on interest payment too. Now we need 45 billion on interest payment and amortization this year. Now there are 33 billion on salaries and emoluments. That's all year. No year. 26 billion on statutory payments. It is just 3 line items. Consuming a buying revenue now. That's what I mean. And now, John Dramani Mahama Efiabe. Not Ghana. The public debt is 122 billion. 122 billion. Bank of Ghana are releasing the latest figures over your public debt. That's what I mean. It stands at 364 billion Ghana cedis. 364 from 122. So what are they talking about? The truth of the matter is that a very insatiable appetite for borrowing. Now, the entire system, and we say, when we say, your finance minister, the company, your Bosnia Eurobond, your commercial man or no. Yakoji Eurobond. Now, would you commission at the amount and finance minister we have we're making on one company data banker or your beneficial owner. They are the bond specialist. If you look at what he has done, and now over here, finance minister, we borrow Eurobond and over $13 billion. Your figures know over $13 billion. Oman Penny Akufo a Eurobond, 750 million. That was the first time we went to the Eurobond market. In 8 years, Mills, Mahama, and Misata, less than 4 billion in Eurobonds. Nanado Dankwe Akufo Addo, every year, the cousin, the Chocho Mucho, your finance minister, in 5 years, Oma borrowed $13 billion from 4 billion to 13 billion in Eurobonds alone. That is how our black women Oma mismanaging the economy. It is it can be any hope. And then you know the inflationary pressures need at their back or member. So what is here can say? All the utility companies, I say almost pay increase in tariffs. So what it means is that Oyene Pana Eba Besi Ghana. Yema Yahweh war 1980s no. Sebi Yema Menumaka in Sama saying. Say in the 80s 81, 82, 83 hono. Nagana Mwaya Day. And then we are back to the 1980s situation. Welcome. We are back to the 1980s situation and now Koso. Oyene pana ebagana. And we see when in normal says here, over expectation leadership, ebe humble. Now, Omaka say, okay, we never planned for this, but we have mismanaged the economy into this bottomless hole. It is threat to my before. Monka ya home. Na yenhwe sa ye be tie ye home. Every day mess. But if they say abamufo ebe humble enough, on the year to the state of the economy. What the friends to need, you always about the matter.
Hey, Debut, I will not allow that. Oba, speak to the issue.
Oh, okay.
Me, I won't allow that.
Fantastic. I mean, sir, what the over 20 something years experience in journalism here. I can always rely on that. So, you subject people to street too. But Black Kwame, we are going back into the 1980s. Look, over the focus. Now, what do you say? Even this 23% inflationary rate, Bloomberg media to go.
Bloomberg.
Yeah, Bloomberg.
But sometimes, to me so figures in BOA.
And they are putting directly from the Bank of Ghana.
Okay.
From the Bank of Ghana. Look, Black Kwame, make a being so. What do you say? A few the State of the Nation address. Oman Penima, that State of the Nation address, that was on the 30th March, correct? At that State of the Nation address, subsequently, now it has turned out say they were trying to syndicate $2 billion abroad, loan from abroad, because some of your debts they are almost due. It's almost here to pay the debt. It's almost how to borrow a their debt. Obviously, nothing wrong with that. But Black Kwame, no anything I mean, you need credibility. You need credibility back. In fact, the other friend of credit worthiness, you need be. And so, over a month now, they are struggling to raise that $2 billion abroad because all the banks are asking them, what are we going to fall on in the event to say there is a default? Do you know the advantage countries here? So under the Petroleum Revenue Management Act, you will be a friend the Heritage Fund.
Yes.
That Heritage Fund to cater for intergenerational equity. That is Emma. You almost get benefited from your oil. What do you say? Not as you say, are buying extra international investors say, in the event of anything, they will be falling on the Heritage Fund.
Then they say, a common de wa, and my watch him. Titon ped you need.
Black oh yeah, Mama Kai, we be a near Kawa game. Madumaku.
As any says,
Madumaku. Ye dear,
I do.
ye dear Wamamu. What are you? So now, the current situation is that it is Black family who was try to save in Joe. Who was to cry your savings because the African corner. Unyes canoa to brood their soul. Not to talk to your macacra their soul. Because a woman will be yet being papa. You come back to the family now. A she will be dream no. And Rana Yankopon a Yama Israel for a female dream. Family now a see no. That is where we are heading towards. And this is it is not like NDC, NPP politics. Sebi, I'll be happy if there is food, if things are easier in the country for Timemufo. I'll be happy. It is not, it doesn't excite me, say, and no more bad thing, I'm a Timemufo. No, I don't get any pleasure from that. But the managers of the economy, I hear this buoyant economy way. In fact, in the west of Osafuma, the economy is resilient. As of 2017, economy are resilient. 2017, I'm going to take you over and I'm going to and then you have run the economy into a day. It is
okay.
so easy.
Would you say and can we provide alternative and be measures here? Then I can suggest it.
Oh, yeah, they are making that for instance. That one of the biggest headache of this government is expenditure. Program is sebi. So we na oma every morning egg breakfast beautiful no and a nice egg more. Yeah, no more lunch nice lunch and you bring no more dinner beautiful. Now more 2x. Say and you more egg start here in kakra. We make me reduce egg nana. Ebia now more 2. This time over more 1 and but yeah, papa dear. Even when a new mama yet or bema 2x, who be standing say and 2x no on your nephew or some go borrow the second egg no dia brem.
Okay.
There's something called cut your coat according to your size. And so we have always told this government that let us begin to cut our expenses. Because we now have a government expenditure. The budget are at the year. So this year alone, government intends to spend, but for the revised way, they were intending to spend almost over 100 billion Ghana cedis. That's what they have planned to spend. More than the previous year. How do you do that?
Okay.
So,
No.
and more importantly,
Yes.
one of the greatest leaders that Ghana had, a champion. So,
oh yes.
Addo, we vilified him on fairly, maybe benefit of history.
But when is that? Oh no. And my baby, one na maybe is a can near the IMF or the yen triabayan. But in terms of infrastructure, estates or CC,
low cost housing systems, your communities. Most of them were introduced when you were the head of state.
Exactly.
Low cost housing. But even more importantly, the concept of Operation Feed Yourself. Look.
Now, I know, make I say, and they won't say, if fear would do a war on, Obekono be a dear about dear who fear one near the idea.
The gardening.
Yeah, didn't I know the Sadian by I said.
Inflation figure, where is it coming from? Almost a food inflation. So what it means, Nini say, if we are able to grow enough, the inflationary pressures can be curtailed. Yes, it's true. There's a component of transport in this whole mechanism. And that transport will have to do with the impact of fuel. Unfortunately, ocean fuel in Israel, almost 40% of the value of fuel, 40% to taxes, levies, and margins.
I'm not pay some Macasasam, Nasasam, and the woman you call for in Amudifo. Tor a woy. Oh, Tor, we say I'm refining be about a liter of fuel, which you are 8 pesos. Aquatwaba, gallon, Edicomator. Near Satibi, a fair liter of fuel no answer no ya sa tisika bi 1 liter no e dey come Greco check entias ye bia nim say confused ne dey na Ghana house dey
almost 40% of fuel
aden
and then diesel 11.3 11.4 40% of that price build up is levies and match. Are we saying that we can't do anything about it? What I mean? Now, when my dear me young was okayfm na 80s on the money Mahama Penny, or do you be by a near friend of ESLA? Energy Sector Ladies Act. In the act, which was passed in 2015, and say after 5 years, that act will no longer be there. There was sunshine clause. And now, before can say a nuisance taxes. Fair. When we talk mobile, instead of 5 years, almost the levies, receivables, and the accord Bosnia, the almost friend of ESLA bonds. And no matter company, almost friend of ESLA PLC to manage the bonds, the proceeds, and what have you for 10 years. And Nanka, ESLA receivables now, where petroleum product, no. Nanka by now, you know, but Bosnia, they have no option than to keep those taxes in place. And no number, and no any the mismanagement of the exchange rate. What I mean? And then they got my idea to Oyemi, Ubisa, Russia, Ukraine. What has your mismanagement of the exchange rate got to do with Russia, Ukraine? That's what I mean. Here.
Oh, medals ya no pay.
Na
mama ni yi enti a manya bibi amma wa na eja wa fansa.
No, one we say maybe who feed land and back. Sahara desert. Na me dey na nka obesi o kakra na we chase to the other channel.
E ka mesi wan fa.
Sahara desert no so.
Made medals ya no pay. That's bye. Like what you made you Tamakloe any trick on K101.7 so any
okayfm 101.7